Guten Morgen from here in Frankfurt, Germany. We're here celebrating the biggest and most prestigious book fair of all time, the 800-year-old Frankfurt Bushmizi International Book Fair, or the Frankfurt International Book Fair, or FBM. And we're here as the Philippines as a guest of honor. They're actually doing a lot of activities here at Hall 5, but there are still other halls like Hall 1, 2, 3, and 4 that you guys should check out. So if you're here in Frankfurt and you want to get immersed into the stories of different people across the world, different fiction and non-fiction books, they're all here in this prestigious event. My name is Joel, and today we're here at Frankfurt International Book Fair. Explora Books is located at the Hall 5.1, and we are located at booth D59. If you want to meet our authors and get free books, you can't get free that much these days, but here at the Explora Books booth, you get to have the chance to meet them, have your book, a free book. And of course, what's important is you get to meet them in person and have the book signed by each of our authors here. Now, there are a very few selected books that we are featuring here at our booth. And one of them is The Swing High or Low, Living with Someone with Bipolar Disorder. This is a book that you need to grab, you need to read, and it's available on Amazon. And we're very privileged to have the author herself, who flew all the way from the United States just to be with us this afternoon here at the Frankfurt Book Fair. I'm talking about Miss Wilma Cotten. Hello, Wilma. Welcome to Frankfurt.
Nice to be here.
We're very privileged to have you now. Wilma, what do you think about this book fair? It's so huge, right?
It's way bigger than I would have expected.
Yes. Have you been to book fairs before in the US?
No.
So this is your debut.
Yes.
A debut for you. And well, today we're going to meet book buyers, customers, and there are also investors going around, literary agents. And Wilma would like to really feature this book, is The Swing High or Low? And you have a very nice title. It's very intriguing. What is the title all about? Why did you entitle it, Is the Swing High or Low?
Well, my ex-husband was bipolar, and I raised a bipolar daughter. And I was constantly wondering, is she going to be in a high today or is she going to be in a low? So that's where that came from. Some days she would start out very depressed, and by the end of the day, she would be what they call manic, thinking she could do anything. So it was a challenge to raise her.
Yeah. And you have written it here. This is a memoir, am I right? This is a memoir about your experience living with bipolar disorder, specifically your daughter's bipolar disorder. How is she now?
She's deceased.
Oh, wow. All right.
I lost her in 2014.
Wow. So that's a quite sad story for sure. But you are now writing this book on, to make her proud, and this is your writing this for her. Now tell us about this book. Like, what is the goal that you have for this book? I'm sure that you want to spread out and help people who are living with bipolar disorder, and those who have daughters and sons who have bipolar. Are you dedicating this to them? Is this the purpose of you writing this book?
The purpose was to honor my daughter. She spent many years in unimaginable pain inside her that I wasn't even aware she was experiencing until after she was gone, and I was reading her journals. I knew she struggled a lot, but and like you said, I want people to understand what it is, understand that it's not just, oh, I'm depressed today. It's it was therapy for me.
Yeah.
After losing her, it was so traumatic that I had to do something to express all those feelings. And that's why it all came out in this book.
Wow. Wow. And you turn that storm into something beautiful. Look at that. You are already a published author. This book is already available on Amazon. Now talk to us about the first few pages. These are the things that readers normally want to know about. The first three chapters, what is it all about, Wilma?
Well, the first, no, the second, yeah, the first chapter is more of I want to explain to people what bipolar is. If you've never experienced it, or if you have somebody that you're wondering about, you got to know, you have to understand how devastating it can be, both to the individual and to the whole family.
Yes.
And then the first chapter or the second chapter gets into how I met my ex-husband and how we got married, and all the things that we went through as a young couple with some of his ideas that I didn't agree with, but I, as a young wife, you gotta, let's see what he, really wants to do here. And his bipolar just became more prominent after we'd been married about 5 years.
Wow.
And my daughter was born after we'd been married for 2 years. So the whole book goes into raising her and all the different challenges we had.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make it so that it wasn't completely negative.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of positive experiences that we had in this book.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's very good. And I think what's important is for people to understand bipolarism. It's so hard to determine that. For sure, some people are not they don't want to seek a medical help. Am I right? And that's what's important. I mean, you should get yourself diagnosed or checked by the doctor. Like, was there during the time, and I'm just interested to know, did you know about this bipolarism that your husband has, and when you finally knew about it, how did it feel?
I really didn't know about it until Alisa was in middle school. That's when she started experiencing different things. And I contributed it to her father. And I could say, once she got diagnosed, we went to 4 different psychiatrists to have her diagnosed to make sure the diagnosis was correct. And it is. So I started relating things to that she was going through with what my ex-husband used to put me through. It's just something that you really need to pay attention to. Don't just write somebody off. Oh, they're having a bad day. Definitely go if you're feeling negative one day and extremely high the next. You should go and talk to somebody.
That's right. And what's important is, as a parent, I think that's one of the things that would make you feel, sometimes it makes them feel downhearted with having this, and they question God, why does my daughter or son have this? So what is your advice to parents, especially like you, and you've experienced that from your experience or from your lens? What is your the biggest lesson and your advice to parents who are dealing with the same mental issue of their children?
My biggest advice would be to really get to know your child. With all the cell phones these days and all the online gaming, a lot of parents just watch their kid go and play something else, and I would think that they would tend to hide it that way.
Yeah.
So a parent really needs to sit down with their kid at the end of the school day and say, hey, what did you learn today? Or, how did this make you feel? And really dig into those feelings, and don't be so pushy that they shut you out.
Yeah.
But make sure you ask open-ended questions.
Yeah.
So that you can fully understand what they're experiencing.
And a lot of patience, I think. It really tests your patience, for sure. I mean, how do you discipline a bipolar? Am I right? How was it dealing with that kind of patience? You sometimes lose your patience, for sure.
I certainly did lose my patience a lot.
Yeah.
what helped me was I took a course in, they call it Love and Logic Parenting, where it teaches you how to look at your child as if there's somebody else.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know you. How would I let you treat me this way?
Yeah.
And what are the things that I need to take the emotion out of?
Yeah.
I say, okay, this is not right.
Yeah.
And as far as discipline, that has to be an individual kind of thing, because
Yeah.
I used to take Alyssa's cell phone away from her and it didn't make any difference. You
Of
know,
course. Yeah.
she didn't learn anything.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out what is a key for that child. Now, my other child, I could put her in, timeout or send her to her room and she was fine. She would learn from that.
Yeah.
Alyssa didn't do that.
Yes, yes. So we have individual ways of how we discipline our children, but if, of course, if it's bipolarism, it's something that you need to have understanding, right, and patience, and really be able to understand what it is to have that, that kind of medical issue. Am I right? So this one is now available on Amazon. For those who are interested to grab this book, grab your copy now. It's available on the QR code right there on your screen. And you have a website, Wilma, right? Please invite them to visit your website.
My website is wilmacotten.com, and that's it's WILMACOTTEN
Ian, okay.
at
.com. WilmaCotten.com. We'll also display that right down below. That's the website of Wilma. So get to know more about this book. Is the swing high or low? Living with someone with bipolar disorder. Is this the only book that you've written?
Yes, it is. And it'd probably be the only one I ever write.
Yes, right. Dedicated to all right there, to her beloved daughter. But of course, it's dedicated to everyone who wants to understand more about bipolarism. And it may not be just about bipolarism, am I right, Wilma? It could be any kind of mental illness right now, especially nowadays when children really have this. It's a different environment nowadays, am I right?
Yeah.
And so we have to be in the heart of understanding these, kinds of mental issues, and even whatever kind of medical issues that they have. This memoir teaches us to be more understanding and how we can cope with these kinds of situations. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Now, again, please do invite everyone, all our Explora bookworms, and those who are in Frankfurt right now, invite them to grab a copy of this book on Amazon.
Well, come on. It's only 230 pages. It's not that big.
That's right.
But it's very engaging, and the people that I've had read it have been very positive about it. Some of them say they can't put it down the minute they pick it up. So please go to my website and check it out and get yourself a copy.
Wow, a love letter coming from a beloved mother to her beloved daughter, and now to the world, to everyone watching us right now. Grab a copy of The Swing High or Low, or again, if you're in Frankfurt, Bushmizi International Book Fair, come and visit us here at Explora Books. Again, that's Hall 5.1, D59. We're here together with Wilma to entertain your questions and give out copies together with, of course, her signature on the title page of this book. So again, thank you, Wilma, for coming, and we really are so privileged to have you. We'll make sure to commit ourselves to really making this book something that everyone should have, right? And it would spread it out to the rest of the world. This is The Swing High or Low? Thank you, Wilma, for coming to Frankfurt, and we wish you the best.
Thank you.
And again, Explora Bookworms would like to welcome you here. So please do visit us at D59 Hall 5.1. We're here with Wilma and the rest of our authors here at Explora Books booth. See you again. And we're also going to be seeing you in London Book Fair this coming March 2026. One of the biggest as well in Europe and United States, Europe and UK. So please do grab this chance. Go to our booth at the London Book Fair as well. This has been Joel. See you next time.